Warning: the following episode contains explicit content and is intended for mature audiences only. This episode contains, but is not limited to, explicit talk of genitalia, frequent use of vulgar language, and depictions of death and assault. Viewer discretion is advised. Hey there everyone, and welcome back to D&D with the Weed Cats. This is episode 2 of Ridin, Highwater. Things are a little bit different this session, so I wanted to give you guys a preface on what's happening before we actually get into it. So we split the caravan in half for this session, and that was for two separate reasons. The first being story-wise, it just made sense, and the second being scheduling issues between different members of the party. So the story kind of flip-flops between Ray and Wesley's side and Faye and Charles's side, but I think it's a nice contrast between the seriousness of one side and the pure chaos of the other. So I hope you guys enjoy the split episode, but next episode things are going to be back to normal. Also, I just wanted to say I'm sorry about the beginning of Faye and Charles's part. It got a little bit choppy, and I'm not sure why, but it smoothens out later on. It's just that very beginning part, so bear with it, and it'll smoothen out as things go on. But I hope you enjoy this episode, and I will see you there. Previously on Riding to Hell or High Water. Charles, we need to have a chat.
Who are you?
Just know that when the time comes, you will abide by our commands. Word on the street is that Broadhollow told Mountainridge about the little, sanctions protest that we were cooking up, and we might go to war. Operation Blackout might be the fact that they're trying to take out the nuclear power plants.
That's not good at all.
The children are causing some problems with their prolonged exposure in the magical realm. I'm afraid that if they stay much longer, cataclysmic events could occur. You had the kids in the bed with you, and you wake up and realize that they're all gone.
What's going on? I'm trying to sleep.
The kids are gone. I don't know where they went.
You see Ambrosia, Millie, and Oliver walking side by side towards the woods.
We should probably stop them.
A pair of glowing eyes appear in the trees, and standing before you is the Tata Clan. Do you know how hard it is to get thrown into a world that you don't know anything about?
You forgot one crucial detail. We don't care.
It lets out a release of magical energy that sends everyone flying back, and it breaks out of the rope of binding and flies off into the night sky. Everyone wakes up bright and early. Ernest pipes up and he says, "We will deliver a large herd of cattle to Opulence, and then return back here with a large shipment of weapons." You guys set up camp at night, having two people on guard, and Wesley and Ray are on guard. You guys see a group of coyotes slowly creeping towards the cattle.
I have an alpha wolf pelt. What if I wear it and pretend to be a really big wolf to scare away the coyotes?
You scare the shit out of these coyotes, but you also spook the cattle, which causes a stampede. Faye, you're riding point, and you begin to see a team of horses riding in from the east. Faye Maddox, as captain of the PK, I hereby state that your rights have been momentarily terminated.
I was wondering whenever you guys were getting here. Thing that happened was Oliver was about to peek his head up in interest. Ray, you are in the back of the wagon with Oliver. He says, are they talking about me? I should see what's going on.
Yeah, I would say go ahead.
And as he starts making his way out of the back of the wagon, the PK captain, he starts to approach you, Faye, and he says, "Faye Maddox, I will not repeat myself. Do you comply?"
I comply.
And at this point, Oliver has made his way out of the back of the wagon
and started to walk around. I see. He was with you the entire time. Very well. We shall allow you 2 persons to accommodate you. You will hand over your weapons, and after your deposition, they will be returned to you. Any attempts to flee, divert, or any violent acts will be seen as resistance, and you will be detained. Dan walks over to you, Faye, and he says, "Hey, Faye, let me come with you. I know Mountainridge like the back of my hand, and I know my way around these fellas pretty well. I think I could help you out a little bit."
Sure.
And then all of a sudden, you hear a loud crash as the door from the wagon busts open and Spike takes off. The PK captain looks over, sees them running away, and just kind of shrugs his shoulders and looks back at you. You may bring the children along with you, as they are your responsibility. However, they must stay with your comrades. Who will you bring? And Dan steps forward. Charles, you step forward too?
Oh boy. What'd you do this time?
I'm not gonna perjure myself and say anything.
Oh, that's smart. I pull out a flask and start to drink a little.
As you pull out your flask, the man says, "You two, identify yourselves." And he points towards you, Charles.
I'm Charles North. You can call me Charlie if you like, but
Understood. And you? And he looks at Dan. Dan says, "Name's Jacob Blanchard." At that point, the captain, he turns and begins to walk back towards his horse. And Ernest walks over to you, Faye, and he says, "Listen, kiddo, don't mess with these fine fellas. Give them what they want and get your ass back home. When you get done with them, get in touch with me and let me know what's going on, alright?"
Will do.
alright, let's follow these idiots.
Tilly walks over and she says, "Faye, you better stay safe, okay? As soon as you can, you write to me. And if I find out something happened to you, I'm gonna be upset."
It's okay, Tilly. I'll be fine.
And with that, the captain...
Wait, I want to give her a little smooch on the cheek.
Okay, you give her a little smooch on the cheek and she blushes.
I look at Pierce and ask him for a smooch on the cheek.
Who's Pierce?
Wait.
And then I give a big punch in the arm. You old trickster.
I'm gonna blow him a kiss as I leave. You little smart ass.
And with that, Charles and Dan hop up on the wagon, and Faye gets on Mudslide. They kind of form a gap in the middle of the group, and kind of suggest that you get in the middle so that they can be in front and behind you. And this little group of you and the PK starts riding off into the wasteland. Wesley, Spike takes the fuck off into the wastes without a word, and you chase after him.
Is that it? Is that all you're giving me?
I mean, what's your plan to get him back?
Fuck. You should have thought more about this. I was too busy watching Pierce play fucking Skyrim.
You didn't think he had to do
I should have been thinking about it. Alright, so Wesley just starts chasing after him on foot, right? Spike is stunningly fast for someone who smokes as much as he does.
I think it's the acid.
It's probably, yeah, you know what? He's tripping massive balls. So he's having a really bad trip. He saw the what he knows as the cops of our time, and he fucking has gone. So there's not much I could yell at him, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have Pierce's rope of binding. So
Who's Pierce?
Let me do a mental check real quick of what I have on me. Really gotta root around in my humongous brain. All right, hold on. I almost have a mental image.
You almost have a mental
of
breakthrough.
my belongings. Yeah, I'm getting there. Wesley smoked a lot of slush this morning. Sorry, I had a mental ad. You ever get those?
My brain, I'll just be sitting there trying to think about something, and it's just, want a break from the ads?
Yeah, that's a good one. All right. I have a mental image now. I've got everything. It's all organized in my brain now.
Gotcha.
All right. Well, I don't think a flamethrower is really going to help me. Maybe I can put him back in my inventory. Because he's listed in there. I know how to get back my Walmart Tommy Chong.
Oh God.
So Wesley yells out to Spike. No, he whistles like he's calling a dog. So Wesley whistles out to Spike, says, hey, your boy. Do you want to watch Shrek? And out of his bag, Wesley pulls the VHS copy of Shrek he got oh so long ago, knowing it would come in handy one day.
Spike whips his head around and goes, "Hey man, you mean that cinematic masterpiece?"
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
Yes, I do, Spike. Let's go smoke and watch Shrek. Come on, bro. Everything's fine. The cops are gone. Everything's fine.
The feds are gone, man.
Yeah, bro. They're gone. They're looking for someone else, man. We're good.
Shit, I was I got a warrant.
Nah, bro. That shit doesn't. That's just not good here. You're chilling, brother. Everything's fine.
And then, just as calmly as he was before, just all of that panic washes away. He just starts deadpan walking back towards the caravan,
Awesome.
muttering to himself about how much he loves Shrek.
Yeah, man. He just starts like humming the soundtrack. Or am I still improvising?
Nah, you're good. I do appreciate that you got the guy from the past with a copy of Shrek 2.
Yeah, I told you it was gonna fucking come in handy, didn't I? I fucking said it. I said this one day this is gonna be the answer. It's gonna be the only thing that can help us. And I was fucking right.
Alright, so you guys get back to the caravan. And Ernest is like, "Took you guys long enough? We ready to go?" Alright, so I'm guessing Spike is going to be riding with you on your horse.
Don't we got that wagon dude with us now?
Well, Wagon's currently heading to Mountainridge with Faye.
Oh, fuck. God damn it. The one time he could be useful, he's fucking around with Faye. Alright, we don't have like an extra horse or like we buy a horse. Is there like a horse store nearby?
Yes, there's.
You could ride some cattle.
There's a horse store in the middle of the desert.
Yeah, that makes sense. Trying to roll for that or
Roll for horse store?
Yeah, roll for horse store. Come on, I don't see a problem here. I mean, I guess he's gonna ride on my horse. Yes, fine, I guess. Yeah.
Alright. So yeah, the caravan, or you guys get back to the caravan. Ernest asks if everyone's ready to go. Faye and Charles and them, they're already like gone down the road. They're out of here. They said, "Fuck you guys, we out."
Understandable.
Yeah, Ernest yells at the cattle, and they start to move on their way. You guys start riding, setting up camp. But the PK do it a little bit differently, where they have more than 2 people on guard at a time. And a lot of them hardly ever sleep. They get like maybe 1 to 2 hours of sleep a night, and then they're right back up. And within the next...
I would like to sleep like a baby.
Gotcha.
Want to cuddle up next to Buttercup and
you guys
pass out.
A few days go by, riding along during the day, setting up camp at night, with the PK on constant patrol of the area, deterring any type of opposition with ease. And every chance he gets, Dan is giving you information about the PK and how they work. Listen, Faye, keep your mouth shut. Tell them exactly what they want to hear and get the hell out as quick as possible. Don't be a smartass. Don't try to hurt anyone. And for the love of God, none of that magic shit.
I was born a smartass.
No promises.
The best way to deal with it is when they ask for a horse, you give them a chicken.
I don't have a horse or a chicken.
Don't give them anything to grasp on. And under no circumstances tell them that it was you that killed Ewing. You will be tried on the spot.
Well, the thing is, I didn't kill Ewing. I just, planned it out.
Says, yeah, that may be true, but you are still an accomplice, so keep on the
we blame
hush
it on
about that.
I wanted to talk to Oliver before we actually got there.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and hop in the wagon with Oliver and, pull him to the side. Get him alone as I can.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Oliver, I wanted to talk to you about something.
Okay.
Now, I didn't want to tell you this because I was afraid you would be scared. But the reason why we took you the night that we did was because we felt that you were in danger and we wanted to protect you. And considering the fact that we've heard that your father may be dead, we were right.
My dad's dead?
According to the nice gentleman who brought us here, yeah.
And he starts to weep.
I'm gonna hug him.
And I want you to roll to manipulate.
Okay. It's a 7.
That's a 7 plus charm, which is plus 1. That's an 8. So that's a mixed success.
What could I do to show him that I meant that I wanted to protect him?
And him a gun.
He says, "How did you know that I was in trouble?"
There were a lot of weird happenings at the banquet before your dad disappeared, and I was concerned that they would be coming for you.
Okay, I think that's going to be enough to satiate him for the time being. Okay, this is all still really new and confusing and scary. I just want to go home.
I know you do, sweetie, and once this is all over, we'll get you home. Mainly because he's an extra kid that we don't really need right now. I'm sure he's got a mom somewhere, I hope.
All right, and now we're going to do some fun things here. So you guys are riding through the wastes. It's been a couple of days since the caravan split both ways. And you set up for camp at night whenever you are ambushed by 10 bandits. And they come up and they're like, give me shit, man.
Give me it. So we're being ambushed by 10 bandits, you say?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes. Sorry, I fucking got disconnected.
Yeah, I was like, you really muted. All right, so there's 10 bandits ambushing us. Can you give me like a visual? Like what am I looking at? Like what's in front of me? Is there like open area? Is this like a? Are they like coming from an open area?
I mean, yeah, it's pretty open where you are, but they're all kind of spread out around one side of the caravan. So they're not like completely surrounding you, but they're
kind of grouped up. Kind of grouped up.
Yeah.
Okay. We're awake for this? Are we awake right now? Or are we sleeping?
Yeah. It was before everyone had gone off to sleep, so everybody kind of...
Okay, so yeah, I'm like alert. I'm on my shit. I have my things by me. Wesley pulls out his flamethrower.
Okay.
Yeah, so first I'm just like, I just walk up to them and I'm just straight up, I'm just like, listen, you can try, but I personally don't think it's going to go that well for you. And I just kind of prop up the flamethrower, make it really obvious that I'm about to light them on fire.
I don't know what you're doing with that, man. I think I got this, man. It's like 10 of us, there's like 6 of you. I think we're good, man.
Yeah, and that's about all Wesley needed to hear. I just fucking I'm trying to think of a catchy, clever thing to say. I've got nothing. I just light them on fire. I'm fucking I scorch their ass.
All right, yeah, go ahead and roll to kick some ass.
It's like, is it late?
Yeah, it's about nighttime. Like
okay.
right after sunset.
Well, I get +4 on kick some ass at night if I use my eye.
I mean, yeah, if you want to use your eye, go for it. It'll be a +3.
I shall use my eye plus my 2 tough.
Okay, so you rolled 6, and then +3, that's a 9. Okay, so yeah, that's a mixed success. Unless Ray decides to help out.
Yep, I'm helping out.
Okay, and you're going to be using your, what the fuck is it called?
The power of the heart.
Yeah, power of the heart. Okay, yeah.
What
So
the
then
fuck
that's...
is that?
When
Oh,
fighting a
whatever.
monster, if you help someone, don't roll plus cool. Automatically help as if you rolled a 10.
Oh, Jesus.
Which technically, according to the rules of Monster of the Week, the bandits are in fact monsters. So yeah, that's gonna be a nice 10 for you. You could choose one extra effect, gain the advantage, take +1 forward, or give +1 forward to another hunter. Inflict terrible harm, suffer less harm, or force them where you want them. That's you.
He's
Me?
talking to you. Yeah. It's your
You're
attack.
talking to him. You're talking to
It's
Rick.
your attack.
No, it's your attack.
You just said you can do you what?
Yeah, you got a 9. And
Uh-huh.
then Ray helped out, which made it a 10.
Which
Oh, I thought
allows
you were
to choose
explaining
extra
like
effects.
his power shit.
Oh,
No.
no. No, you
You went
Wesley,
straight
get to-
from explaining his power shit into that. Okay. Yeah,
now
there
you
wasn't
get to
like
pick
any
an
like
extra
gap in between that for me. I'm gonna inflict more harm.
Alright. And your flamethrower, I believe, has the... Check just to make sure. Yeah, it has the area effect, so you can hit more than one person if you wanted to.
Yeah, that was the idea.
Well, I'm gonna say with a 10, you get like about 4 of them with it, and you're gonna knock them down to. You're gonna knock down 4 of them a good, like the 4 in the middle. I'd say you're gonna knock them down a good 3 hit points.
Easy game.
All right, Ray. What's your plan of attack?
Are any of them obviously larger and or the leader of this group?
I'd say it's one of the ones that Wesley just burned, number 4.
Okay, I'm going to pull out my hand cannon and fire at him.
All right, so that's gonna be +4.
Can I use my leg?
If you can give me a valid reason as to how.
Stabilizer.
Stabilizing?
I mean, I guess.
Yeah, fucking sure. You can use your leg.
Can I use precise strikes as well?
Man, you're like that fucking lady at the grocery store trying to use like 40 coupons on one item.
Basically, yeah.
Shit, yeah. I mean, fuck, if
Okay.
you want to.
Okay. Oh my.
Oh boy! Oh boy! That is
Oh.
that is unlucky, my friend. Oh boy!
That's
And
fine.
that's plus. Is that plus precise strike plus?
Just
Oh.
3. Yeah, it's just 3.
Okay, so yeah, that's 1 plus. Ooh.
Anything I don't think is gonna go well. I'm gonna be real.
Yeah, so that is a 9 and a 4. Okay, so you are gonna hit the leader for that 3 harm with your hand cannon. But he's also going to turn around and throw a throwing knife at you, which lodges into your shoulder and pins you against the wagon. The wagon that has the cattle feed and water in it.
Okay.
It's gonna do I'm gonna say 2 harm.
Are you counting in my armor? Because
No.
that's completely negated. Because of my gauntlet and my sandworm armor. They're +1 armor each.
Oh yeah, so yeah, that's gonna negate it back out.
Jesus
Okay.
Christ!
And Ernest, Tilly, and Teddy are also going to be taking some pot shots, and he's going to hit 1 for 2 harm, and another one for 1 harm. Wesley, that brings it back to you.
Are we sure Pierce isn't secretly the DM? I feel like he's running things.
Yeah, actually, he's DMing me stuff. You know. Or maybe it's the other way around.
All right,
See,
all right,
yeah,
all
he's
right.
DMing me the plot points, and I'm putting them in.
How many? So there's a few of them on the ground. Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty charred, but there's mostly still standing.
What? They just took a fucking hit from a flamethrower. They're just chilling. They're good.
I mean, they're not good, but they're not exactly bad either. It's like a little bit of 3rd degree burns, but not exactly enough to take them down. The bandit leader, though, the one in the middle, he's not looking so hot.
Okay.
Leave me the leader.
You want the all right? I'll leave you the leader.
He pissed me off.
I'm gonna have some fun with the rest of them then.
Sounds good to me.
You know, I dropped my flamethrower. It's pretty sturdy. You know, it's fine.
Just explodes into a ball.
Just, yeah.
It is volatile.
I dropped the flamethrower, and they're pretty close. So I pull out my revolver. I do a little bit of a quick draw, and I aim for the knees. I do one of those those quick draws where I have my fucking palm on the reload, and I just go pop 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 pop. Just fucking aiming for knees.
Aiming for knees. Gotcha.
Aiming for knees.
Roll to kick some ass for me.
Okay.
Also, volatile is this weapon is dangerous and unstable.
Okay. I can't. All right. Now that I know that, I didn't just drop it. I put it down. All right. I put it down. Fine.
And area means you can hit multiple foes. You're supposed to divide the harm up that you inflict among multiple targets. But I'm going to say if you get a 10+, then it's full damage on all.
So that's an 11 for the knees. Their knees are fucking donezo.
So you get that, you get to choose an extra effect, and I'm guessing you're going to force them where you want them, which is on the ground with busted kneecaps.
Yeah, that sounds about right. You already know.
So you're going to... Are you aiming for individual kneecaps or both kneecaps on individuals?
I'm aiming for... Yeah, I'm just going down the line of people. Just like both of this guy's kneecaps to the next guy, both of his kneecaps, next guy. So yeah, three is right. 3 sounds good.
Okay. And your revolver is 1 harm. 3 of them are all stunned. Okay. Ray, what you gonna do?
I'm gonna pull the knife that's in my shoulder out and throw it at the leader.
Okay. Okay, yep, that's a 9 plus 3. No, plus 4, because you have plus 1 ongoing because of,
I'm hurt. Well,
yeah,
I'm
because you're
hurt.
Quote, unquote. Alright, so that's a fucking advanced. And that knife, I'm gonna say it's a... Yeah, I'm gonna say it's a big knife, which is gonna do 1 harm. So, Pierce, your advanced effect, you completely hold the advantage. All hunters involved gain +1 forward during the fight. You suffer no harm at all. Your attack inflicts double the normal harm, or your attack drives the enemy away in a rout.
I'm going to inflict double the normal harm. And can I do precise strikes?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
It's a 3 plus 3. It's a 6.
3 plus 4, isn't it?
Oh yeah, 3 plus 4, you're right. So that's going to be a 7. So that's +1 harm?
Now, is that doubled after the precise strikes or before?
I'm going to say all of it's doubled. Make it interesting.
I'm trying to aim for this guy's eye since it's precise strikes.
Aim for an eyeball. Gotcha. So that's going to hit him for 4 damage. Alright, so yeah, you aim straight for this motherfucker's eyeball. The knife slots straight in. And you hear a slight and then he just hits the ground. And the other bandits start looking around frantically like, oh shit. Except for the guys who have had their kneecaps blown off and they're just screaming in pain. Alright, and then Ernest and Teddy and Tilly are going to hit their pot shots. That's going to be good 3 harm on one. And 2 and 1 on others. Alright, Wesley.
What, is there still people left to fuck up? Who's left?
There's still 9 people left.
You say 9?
Yeah.
They didn't run away after I blew off kneecaps and fucking...
How are they going to run? You blew off their kneecaps.
Ray threw a fucking knife into the leader's eye? Really? They're fucking...
Hey man, what can I say? They're dedicated, except for the 3 on the ground. They can't move. This is physically impossible.
You know, I feel like I need to send a message. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I'm gonna use my eye for this because I just feel like that's necessary, and I'm keeping the pistol. I like my little revolver. So Wesley, in his attempt to make an impression on these imbeciles, Wesley is gonna go ahead and start taking nut shots since these shots didn't seem to quite get the message across. I got 6 bullets in the chamber. I only need to get 1 nut on each guy, I think, on 6 different guys. I think, well, I'm gonna try at least.
Okay.
I'm assuming that would be under the kick some ass roll. If I had to guess.
I mean, yeah, I think so.
Yeah. All right. Okay. And then +2 from tough and +1 from kick some ass. Let's see. Oh boy, that didn't go well.
That's 5.
You have really small nuts. It's a hard shot to make.
You can tell. You can tell.
They got really tiny nuts.
All right, so you're gonna go to start shooting these guys in the nuts. But one of the guys that's on the ground is gonna pick up a rock and just chuck it. It's gonna hit you in the head, which is gonna send you into, or it's gonna confuse you, and you're just gonna pop up all your shots and miss.
Awesome, nailed it.
And that's gonna do. It's a rock, so that's gonna do 1 harm. All right, Ray.
I'm going to shout, everyone fucking leave, or you'll end up like that guy pointing at the leader.
All right.
You gotta scur him.
You gonna do a move, or are you just gonna role play it?
I want to manipulate.
Manipulate. Okay.
Could have done that too. Now that I think about it, but shooting kneecaps is just way too much fun.
Well, I'm hoping they understand that we're going to have trouble killing all these guys.
Listen. I think we're doing fine.
Says the man who got hit by a rock.
Yeah, yeah. You got a fucking knife in your shoulder, and I got hit by a rock. I think you're the one that needs help more than me.
Yeah, and I killed the guy with the knife.
Yeah, and I have taken out kneecaps and scorched bodies.
It's 12 plus.
12 plus. Okay. Yep. But yeah,
They're all gone.
So yeah, they notice their leader on the ground, and very quickly shuffle over to grab their men with busted kneecaps. As they pick them up, they just take off. They just take off into the wasteland, running with trails of blood behind them.
While they're leaving, can I set up my suppressed sniper rifle and take pot shots at them?
Shit, go for it. But you're gonna lose that +1 because you're not in combat anymore.
That's fine. 9. So 12 plus.
Okay, yep. Or they start taking off, and by the time that they make it towards the horizon, there's not a one left standing.
Just fucking taking them off.
Even the guys that had their kneecaps blown off were, after their friends went down, were trying to drag themselves away.
Can I inflict double
They
damage?
weren't left standing. They could be alive. They just weren't left standing.
Let's go loot, fellas.
Yeah. That sounds good to me.
You're just gonna go loot?
Hell yeah,
Yeah, we're gonna fucking go loot the bodies.
After all that shit, yeah. One of those cunts hit me with a rock. Dibs on that guy.
Exactly.
Dibs on that guy.
Okay, yeah, go for it. I guess that would be, like, technically an investigative mystery?
Oh, fuck. Oh, shit.
So, plus sharp?
Yeah.
Okay, I have +1 sharp. I'm the sharpest tool in the shed.
I've got +1 sharp too. Please give me another 9. Please give me another 9. Fuck.
Oh. That's a 3.
Fine, jack shit.
And,
Yes!
13!
Let's go!
Okay,
You wasn't expecting this.
What did you expect?
Yeah, he's like, all right, yeah, they'll loot, maybe they'll fight, they'll roll like mediocre.
Okay, yeah.
Find $10 million.
You get a high roller coin. So
I'm
once
good.
a day, instead of rolling, you can flip this coin for an outcome. And the outcome will either be a 12 or a 1.
Oh, I love that. Wait, once a day I can do that?
Yep, once a day.
That's fucking awesome. Oh my god, that's like the perfect item for me.
That's been sitting in my items list for the longest time.
Oh my god, that's like the best item for me ever. Because I really do either roll a 12 or a 1.
And Ray, I will give you one extra chance to loot.
Okay.
Nice guy. Because I rolled so well, and then you get the leftover RNG from me.
Please.
It's spilled over.
Please. Something. Anything.
Rolls the exact same number.
I guess this is fair, since I did kind of kill everyone.
What?
Everyone's dead.
I guess. I slowed. They were slow enough for you to take shots at them because they were dragging the fucking kneecap fucks that I shot.
Yeah.
It was a team effort.
It was
They're
a
all
team effort. I can
wounded
agree
from
with that.
being lit on fire.
Exactly.
Oh my god, that's amazing. I'm gonna say in the pile of bodies, they dropped the coin in their struggle, and besides the coin, you can't make out anything else through the guts and blood that are spewed across this area.
There's not even guns or weapons or anything. It's just all fucking gone.
They just magically disappeared. It's crazy.
It's just that sniper rifle's so powerful.
Yeah, they exploded their stuff. It's crazy. You can't even tell the difference between
I'm
the
so
gun and the
disappointed. Fuck the gun.
It's wild.
I have expected that since all of my tough rolls were great. How many rolls did that take us to kill all of them, though?
Not a lot.
Not that many, yeah.
Like 4. And then you like yelled at them and they ran away.
And then they all died. Surprisingly.
Okay, so yeah, after that good old fight.
Was it a fight? You sure it was a fight?
After that smackdown.
After that massacre.
The massacre, yeah. You guys keep on moving. On the 4th day, the wagon, or the group begins to see something very far in the distance. And as you press on, you finally start to see buildings. They're medium-sized buildings, some multiple stories tall that line the streets, as well as shops, restaurants, and then towards the back of town, something catches your eye. Long, giant buildings fill the horizon, things you've only ever seen in Opulence. And these wide buildings, while made of the same bricks and stone as the houses, somehow stick out. But what sticks out the most is the Capitol building. It's a very large building in the center of the city, made of what seems to be a very light color stone and big, thick glass panes like you've never seen before. And Charles, all of this feels familiar to you, too. Too familiar, but you can't quite put your finger on it. Alright, and yeah, now I want all of you to, or well, both of you to make a investigative mystery roll. It's going to be plus
11.
Plus sharp.
You don't see shit.
4.
6. So 6.
6? Okay, yeah, that's still a fail. Either way, with an
You
11,
don't see shit. You don't know what the color blue is.
with an
been
11
drinking a
plus
little.
sharp from Faye, which is plus 2, that's a 13. So yeah, I'm gonna say she fills you in, so nobody's left out. Yeah. So as you enter through the shopping district, you notice that everyone ahead is chatting and smiling. But with that investigative mystery roll, you can see as the PK approach, the smiles drop, and they begin to walk together with their heads down, taking side roads and disappearing into buildings.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna liberate this town at some point.
And as you approach the Capitol building, the PK stop in front of it, and you see large lettering on the side of the building, which reads, Saint Venage Sente of the Preform Ars.
Some fancy words.
What
And
kind
you
of
could-
fucking Spanglish?
And you can
It's
tell
Latin.
that there used to be other letters there that have fallen off and since been lost to time. And the PK captain turns to you, Charles, and he says, This is where you will stop. We will take Faye to PK headquarters, where she will give her deposition. Then she will be free to go. Am I understood?
I don't want that, buddy. I don't trust y'all.
He
I
says,
take us all, or you take none of us.
Okay, go ahead and give me a manipulate someone roll.
Okay.
6 plus
6
charm.
plus.
And your charm is plus 2, so that's an 8.
I'm a charming bastard. What can I say?
Okay, so he says, If you wish to come, you must also give up your weapons until the deposition is over.
Alright, that's fine. I'm more of a medic anyway.
Dan says, hey, Charles, while you're going with Faye, what do you say I go ahead and restock the wagon with food and water for the trip and take care of the kids? That way, whenever she gets done with this shit, we can get the hell out of Dodge.
You do that for me. And also, if you find any good medical equipment, mark it down so that way when we leave, I can look at it.
This is awesome. I'll make sure the kids don't get in too much trouble, and I'll be back in a jiffy.
Oh, dude, take care, Buttercup.
And, Dan rides off towards the center of town. Charles, you hop up on one of the PK's horses, or you get up with Faye, or what's your MO? Because I'm going to say
get up on one of the PK members just to make it awkward.
Okay, yeah, that works.
Make it as awkward as possible. Like, breathe into his ear and wrap your arms around his waist.
Can I do, like, side saddle, too? So
Oh, yeah. You just make it extremely
it look
awkward.
like I'm his princess.
You can see that as you're riding through the town, people are giving him very weird looks before they duck their heads and walk away.
I just be giving people, like, blowing them kisses and winking at them. Like a little heart shape, like, is mine.
So as you're riding through the streets, you see that the buildings of Mountainridge are different from the rest of the MC. They look similar to the buildings of Opulence, but much less pristine. You can see that the buildings seem to have once been shops from before the fall are repurposed into cramped housing. One building in particular seems out of place. It's taller than most, and while the building itself is quite bland, with tons of windows, though most of them are boarded up. And as you draw closer, you can see in the windows at least 100 people and at least 100 more either in the entrance, scattered around the front, or walking towards it. And an old sign sits above the door that says, Well Faro.
Well Faro.
Well Faro, yes.
Well Faro. I went to high school with that guy.
And you continue down the street for another quarter mile or so as everyone comes to a stop in front of a building that doesn't match most of the other buildings. It's a large 3-story building made completely out of stone with embellishments across the entire front, and engraved above the door it says United States Post Office and Courthouse. And underneath that in copper lettering it says Brotherhood of Judgment. The captain hitches his horse as well as the rest of the PK, and he gestures for you to do the same thing.
Okay.
Make the guy whose horse I was on pick me up and put me down.
He actively refuses and just stands at attention, completely ignoring you.
It's too far to jump. You gotta get me down.
Come on, help me out, man. Please, I'll be a little princess.
And finally, after like 2 minutes of this, he reaches up with his and he puts his hand in the air towards you.
Alright, I grab it and I get down. I've had my fun with him.
As Faye, as you get off Mudslide, the captain says, "Follow me," and he begins to walk towards the front, of the building.
I'm going to take my sweet time tying up my horse.
Okay.
Just to annoy him, because I know he wants me to get here and get it done.
I'm gonna stand by Faye with my flask, just drinking a little. Making a small
Right.
talk.
And as you're walking towards the building, they bar you, Charles, from entering, as it's a legal matter, you know. And
I'm an attorney.
the captain says, "I have no idea what an attorney is."
Oh, you see, in the before times, was a guy with a wig who stood in front of a judge. He said, guilty or not guilty, Your Honor. Boy, just let me in. It'll be fine.
He says,
Please?
"I'm sorry, I cannot let you into a deposition. This is a
Oh, and he said you'd let me in. I just had to give up my weapons.
I said you could come to PK headquarters. This is already breaking protocol. But you seem
Listen.
nice."
Alright. What if I ask you nicely?
And
I'll
with
let
that,
you keep my hand.
he just...
What if I ask you nicely in a back alley?
And with that, he just kind of turns around, walks through the door, closes it behind him after everybody else goes through. Keeping a very watchful eye on you to make sure you're not going to try to sneak in.
Oh, I'm gonna try to sneak in.
A few days later, after about a week from whenever you originally diverged, the food is starting to run low, and the water is pretty much always boiling hot from the high temperature of the wastes. And finally, right as the sun begins to set, you can start to see the outlines of buildings. And they're so tall that they're akin to mountains. Large skyscrapers that cut through the clouds with bright shining lights coming from all directions. Even with the sunset in the background, the lights are almost blinding. And as you approach, you start to see the bright neon lights of the shopping district and hordes of people jumping from shop to shop. You ride to the outskirts of town, and you see a man on a horse down the way. He begins to approach, and you can see that he's very well dressed. He's got a nice plaid button-up and clean blue jeans and a pair of slightly dusty leather boots. And as Ernest brings the herd to a stop, the old man holds up his hand. He says, "Ernest, good to see you, old pal." It's the best I'm gonna get.
What
And,
the hell was that?
Ernest says, "Hey, it's nice to see you too, Jebediah." And he turns to everybody and he says, "Everyone, this here's Mayor Jebediah Bridger. We have a long history together." He says, "Oh yeah, that we do, Ernie, that we do. Anyway, let's get that cattle off your hands. Follow me." And he brings you guys to a fenced-in area on the west side of town, and without any difficulty, you get the cattle into the fence. And he rides up next to you, and he says, "All right, everyone, let's ride and talk. We'll head and get y'all paid, and then you can hit the hay. So, according to Ruby, y'all should have a few more people. Everything okay?" Ernest says, "I'll let these two explain the hubbubaloo," and he points to you two.
So, like, listen, things happened. You know, we split up temporarily. We had some split priorities, and you know, here we are.
He says, "Okay. Sounds like y'all got some problems. No, fuck, I'm losing the accent."
I don't know where. I don't think you ever had the accent.
Yeah,
It's gonna be 100%. I don't know what the fuck you're trying to do.
He's
It's
supposed
not
to be
accent day.
Irish. It's not an accent.
Trying to be Irish?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's something that works for me.
it's like I can
That's
do a stereotypical accent, but I'm trying to make it more like,
Real, like a real Irish
like,
accent.
"Oh, Tom Martin, tell you hi,
Toy.
Yeah.
Hi, Ernie.
It was going to be bad
Hi.
either way.
Yeah, it is gonna be bad, so I'm doing the best I can.
Irish
lads."
accent from
I'm doing the
Wish.
best I can, Ernie.
He says, "No worries, Ernest. I'll give the credits, the other credits to you. Now, I know you take care of your men." "Okay, Jeb, this sounds good to me." And y'all start heading towards the mayor's office, and you can see that Tilly is visibly nervous. And she says, "Hey, Ernest, is it okay if I go ahead and go to the cabin? I'm not really keen on heading into town." "Yeah, sure, that's fine, Tilly. I'll give you your creds later. Just bring one of the guys with you." And Teddy says, "I got you, Ernest. Come on, Till." And they start to ride off towards the cabin. Charles, you're sitting there, and the door, closes in front of you. Then you hear a voice from behind you say, "Charles."
Who's there?
As you turn around, you see a man, maybe in his late 30s, sitting in a wheelchair, heading your direction. "As I live and breathe, if it isn't Charles North."
Okay, who are you? How do you know me? And do you have any whiskey?
You always were a drinker. I guess it has been a while. I used to be in your platoon, 23rd Regiment. We went on quite a few missions together.
I don't know anything about a platoon or the 23rd Regiment.
And as he starts talking about himself, you zone out, completely unwillingly. And when you come back to your senses, you look around and he's gone. In fact, the entire city is gone.
Oh.
You're back in Peril. All of a sudden, you feel a pain in your side as someone slams into you and throws you behind a wall. And it's the
Ow.
man standing in front of you, although he's quite younger now. And all of a sudden, you remember his name, Matt Puckett. And you look
Back
down
pocket.
and realize that you're now wearing a PK uniform.
Oh.
And he says,
Does it have
Lieutenant North!
any-
What? Sorry.
Okay, so it has. I was gonna ask, did it have any signifier of like rank? But you just answered that.
Yeah, Lieutenant. Lieutenant North, what are you doing standing out in the open like that? You're a sitting duck.
I was more of a standing duck, but see your point.
And you look around, and there's a group of at least 20 PK in cover behind buildings lining the street. And they're laying down cover fire and not aiming to kill for some reason. You remember that.
What's the situation here?
Sergeant Wallace is awaiting your lead to push into the Capitol building.
How these idiots let things get so bad up. Tell Sergeant Wallen to be ready to move in when I give the signal.
And as you say his name, your head begins to hurt.
Oh!
And you close your eyes to gain composure, and upon opening them, everything seems slightly warped, and there's this red and blue tinge bouncing off of every surface. Like, think of chromatic aberration. And the more you look towards light, the worse it gets.
What in the world is going on right now?
We need to push the Capitol building now, or we're never going to get another chance.
Alright. I want 5 men back here waiting as medics for the wounded. Have them push in once we've got a foothold in the Capitol building.
Yes, sir. And you begin to push up with Sergeant Wallen. The soldier, he follows in suit along with a few other guys. And you push towards the Capitol building and you make it inside. And Sergeant Wallen tells you he's going to hold the front while you go in and defuse the situation.
I tell him, okay, stay here, keep on your guard, but I need 2 men to come with me.
Sir, yes, sir. And you and the 2 men enter the Capitol building, and you see the mayor, Grover Copeland, sitting at his desk with wide eyes. The leader of a raider group is standing next to him, and he's holding a gun in his hand, and is pointed at the head of a girl standing in front of him. And you quickly ID the girl as the mayor's daughter. Come any closer, I'll blow her fucking head off! You hear me? Back the fuck up!
Alright, just calm down. There's no need to kill anybody.
Tell your men to get the fuck out of here and put your goddamn gun down.
I can't tell my men to leave, but we'll put our guns down. I kind of motion to the soldiers next to me to do it.
Okay.
We just slowly start putting the guns down.
Listen, all we wanted was a few livestock. We were going to buy them, fair and square. But 2 of my guys decided to go fucking rogue, shot a couple of his guys over poker. I thought negotiations were going well, and now he won't sell to me. Motherfucker wouldn't change his mind. So we decided to take it ourselves. We need that livestock. He called you, and here the fuck we are.
Oh, if you want the livestock, here's the first thing you do. Give me the girl as a show of good faith. And then, I will help mediate the situation favorably that doesn't get you killed.
Listen, we don't kill. We just take. And we never even take everything. Just enough to survive. We're just trying to survive, man.
I know that, but I need you to help me if you want me to help you. Give me the girl. Don't even gotta put down your gun.
And the mayor, then he turns to him and he says, listen, I'll be happy to help you. I didn't understand the situation y'all were in. But you have to understand that it was a shock to me and my community to have a group of men ride in and then all of a sudden 2 of my men are dead. I know. They fucked up. Bad. I can promise you that they've been dealt with, and if they aren't dead already, they will be soon. And he starts to lower the gun a bit. He says, I'm really sorry. I'm willing to pay extra to cover the cost of those 2 idiots. That won't be necessary. Just let my daughter go, and that'll be payment enough. And he turns back to you, Charles, and he says, You won't shoot me, right? We're square?
I don't even have my gun on me right now. I'll have one of my men stand outside so that no one comes in and does anything dumb until I can explain the situation. But we need for you to give the girl back now.
Okay. And he lets her go, and she runs into the mayor's arms. He reaches forward and begins to place his gun down on the desk. And then you hear a loud ringing and 2 flashes. And then everything begins to slow down. You see Sergeant Wallen standing in the window as a bullet slowly explodes from the barrel. And it finds its mark right in the bandit leader's chest. And the sudden pain causes him to flinch, and he pulls the trigger on his own gun. The bullet careens out of the small barrel, moving through the air at a snail's pace. You watch as the bullet hits his daughter directly in the skull, deflects out, and pierces the mayor in the middle of his chest.
No.
Things begin to speed up, and the ringing gets louder and louder as the girl crumples in a heap to the ground, and all you can hear is a single word come out of the mayor's mouth. Ruby. Charles, are you okay? And all of a sudden, you're back in Mountainridge.
I just, pick this guy up and, slam him against the wall and ask what the hell he just did.
You pick him up out of his wheelchair and slam him against the wall, and he's like, whoa, what the fuck, man?
What the hell happened in Pearl? I'm asking him what the hell happened then that day. Does he know why Wallen shot?
I don't know, man. You'll have to ask him yourself.
Where the hell is Wallen? Where?
I don't know right now. Last I heard, Wallen was talking with PK officials, and apparently Earl Middleton is up for retirement, and I think Wallen has a nomination in the next few weeks or so to be the next Brotherhood of Judgment.
I just kind of slowly put him back in his chair and then slumped down.
What the hell's going on, Charles? Are you okay?
I don't know what's going on. I didn't remember or know about any of that until just now. All I know is I need to find Wallen, and I need to know why he shot.
Listen, I'll dig into it for you, okay? You seem like you could use an explanation or two. But right now, I'm heading to the doctor. I'll look into it and I'll give you a call, okay?
Thanks. And, sorry about that.
This is no problem. I have those kind of outbursts too. And he starts to roll away. You guys and Ernest ride through a residential street, and things are much different than towns like the Skids and Broadhollow. The people here seem genuinely happy as you ride past them, and they wave at you, welcoming you into the town. And Jeb says, "Oh, mind the parade. They haven't seen a caravan in years. They're great people. I'm proud to lead them." And Ernest says, "Yeah, I can see why Tilly wanted to hang back." And he leads you through a couple of shopping streets, and before long, you find yourself in front of the Capitol building. It's a building quite smaller than the skyscrapers around it, and it's only 3 stories tall aside from the large bell tower at the top, and seems to have been a church before the fall. And as you ride up, you see a small black sign commemorating the St. Andrew's Cathedral. As you head inside, the inside is almost pristine. A large, beautifully made altar room with wooden pews atop a clean red carpet. The magnificent blue and white accents with different symbols across the roof, and red painting lining the top of the pulpit. And there's these gorgeous stained glass windows that line the walls on all sides. And compared to all of the other towns, and especially the mayor's offices, it is eerily clean. And he leads you through the back of the pulpit and through a door into the office, lined with bookshelves and filing cabinets filled to the brim with books and files, respectively. Being as though our town was mostly left unscathed from the war, you can still enjoy the marvelous architecture of the modern world. This cathedral was built almost 400 years ago, and it still stands tall. Though most of our ancestors' history was destroyed, and much of the cities and land along with it, it's the little gems like this that show us how some things never change. Anyways, let's get to business. And he starts to transfer you all your credits, as Ernest is like, "You were always one for history, Jeb. I think you know more about the old world than anyone in the NC combined." And he slides you all 11,500 credits.
Huh.
Big payday.
I mean, I guess it's all right.
Jeb says, don't put me on such a pedestal, Ernie. I can guarantee you that more than one person knows more than I do. You're one to talk, spending every day fighting for your life. I think that makes you 100 times smarter than me. Well, I guess we're both smart in our own ways, huh? Hey guys, I'm gonna go ahead and spend some time with Jeb here. Y'all go explore, have fun. But please, for the love of God, don't get yourself into any trouble. Just have a normal day for once.
What? I'm offended that you would even suggest such a thing. What? Us? Me and Ray? Are you kidding? Really? Come on. We are two angels that would never cause any sort of trouble.
Ray shouts out, I know what I'm spending my money on. I'm going to get a cybernetic penis. As soon as he said, interrupting him, as he's saying this.
Ray, for just like 5 seconds, could you just not?
No.
5 seconds.
Fuck you. And I just head off.
As you guys are walking out, you can just hear Jeb say, it's quite a crew you got there, Ernie. Alright, and it's time to explore the town.
There's no map.
Yes.
I'm scared, Dad. I don't know where I'm at.
I'm going to be giving you guys a little list here. Here are the locations, at least the main locations in Opulence. Now, there are other locations like the factories and the actual like hospitals and blah, 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 things like that. But these are the like named locations.
Oh my God.
What's the difference between Fairview and North Star?
I think one of them might specialize in your needs, shall we say?
Yeah, it is a.
You're not gonna tell us like which one's the shoddy looking restaurant, which one's the nice looking tavern, or anything like that.
Give us descriptions of all these places. Just all of them.
Fucking God.
So you got your gunsmith, you got your blacksmith, you got your clothing store. The meadow market is basically, because Opulence is a self-sustaining town, they have a lot of farms outside of town that are like well guarded and protected from bandits, and they cultivate the fruits and vegetables like they do in Applewood, but then they bring them into town and they sell them. So it's basically like a normal farmer's market that you'd see around your town. And then you got the Smoking Oven and the Western Road. Western Road is more of like a bar and grill kind of restaurant, while the Smoking Oven is more of like a family kind of thing. Have some
It's
food.
Applebee's.
Yeah.
We got you.
Western Road is like Buffalo Wild Wings. Smoking
Yeah.
Oven's like Applebee's, yeah.
Yeah, we got
And then you got the Dewdrop and the White Lyre. The Dewdrop is your kind of, southern bar, pool tables and dartboards-esque. And then the White Lyre is more of like regular, whenever you think of like a club bar.
Okay.
And then we have Fairview and North Star Cybernetics. They both are fully qualified cybernetic surgeons, but Fairview specializes in the more unique, like, requests for
like
people
peanut.
that are like, for people that for people that want cybernetics and have the money for it, but don't need them. And North Star is for people who, like, they have their leg amputated and then they work with them and they fit them for their cybernetics and work on them and tailor their cybernetics to them out of necessity. North Star is medical and Fairview is commercial.
I know where I'm going then. I'm going to North Star.
No.
You'll explain. I'll explain.
I'll explain. Ray, you didn't lose your penis.
I'll explain.
Oh my God. All right. You know what? I kind of want to. We should let Ray. Ray's been wanting this for a long time. I think we should just let him go ahead and give him the spotlight for a minute.
See, Ray, I have erectile dysfunction. Okay, so
Ray does. You mean?
Ray.
Yeah, he does.
I'm talking in Ray. Yes.
As Ray. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Sure.
it technically is a medical thing.
Technically.
Wesley's gonna go with Ray to ensure everything goes well, and also to laugh. So,
Do
yeah,
I get to keep my penis after the surgery?
I've got some bad news for you, buddy. I'm not 100% sure. They might let you keep it in, like, they might give you, like, a little jar with it in it.
Awesome.
You could ask.
Okay, I'm gonna ask.
Okay, now, Faye, you enter the building, and the captain leads you into a large room down a corridor. And as you enter the room, you can see a man standing towards the back of the room, wearing a decent-looking suit. And posted on opposite sides are 2 PK soldiers standing at attention with rifles. The layout of the room has a large desk with 7 seats in front of it. And sitting in the middle of the room is a small desk with 2 chairs. The captain leads you over towards the small desk and pulls out one of the chairs and instructs you to sit.
Okay, I'm gonna sit down.
He then walks a few feet back and stands at attention as 3 more guards enter the room. 2 standing in the back corners and the 3rd in front of the door. And after a couple of minutes of waiting, the man in the suit begins to speak. All rise for the honorable brotherhood of judgment.
I do not stand.
You do not? Okay. Well, then the man waits for a second, notices you're not going to stand up, and opens the door as he begins to recite their names. Justice Franklin Myers, Justice Abraham Faulkner, Justice Earl Middleton, Justice Amanda Bonds, Justice Eula Adkins, Justice Marjorie Benson, and the Chief Justice Daniel Mullins. And in one by one, you see all 7 of these people walk through the door and sit down at their respective seats.
I'm gonna get comfortable and put my legs up on the desk.
Okay. You put your legs up on the desk, and Chief Justice Mullins begins to speak. Okay, so here we go. You walk in, and there's a woman sitting at the desk. And she says, hi there, welcome to North Star Cybernetics. Do you have an appointment today?
No, I do not. But is there a way I could plan one for today?
She says, ooh, I don't have any openings today. The closest one I have is 2 weeks from now.
Wesley walks up.
Fuck.
And he just slides an IOU across the desk for 20 credits.
I want to remind you, just to say, you do have your ID wallet.
Oh my god, yeah. Hold on.
I'm the president of the United States.
Hold on, I need to... Alright, can we let's rewind. We're gonna rewind time.
We're rewinding.
Rewinding time. Before Ray and Wesley walked in, so this is a flashback, real quick, before Ray and Wesley walked in. I have my ID wallet. We're talking, who should I be, Ray? Who could I be to possibly help get you in here?
A very powerful man.
Yeah, but who's powerful in this? Who'd be powerful enough to
I don't
bypass.
know any NPCs. I don't know any of the NPCs.
I mean,
Maybe
you
you're
don't
like
have
a
to be.
PK person.
You could also
Shut
be a
up,
doctor.
voices in my head. Get out of here. I'm not crazy.
Because I believe a doctor would have the say to
okay.
get someone.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. We're listen. We're good. We're back. We're back in. Wesley was just having an out of body experience, real quick. Don't mind him. Everything's normal. This happens quite a lot. So Wesley pulls out his ID wallet, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm Dr. McCoy. This man has a medical emergency. We need to get him in today, immediately, actually, if at all possible."
Okay, go ahead and roll plus weird for me.
Okay.
If he uses ID wallet, can he use high roller coin as well?
Yeah, actually, can I? Because I don't have plus to weird, so
no, it's gonna be really bad.
Yeah.
I mean, you can use the high roller coin for any roll that you want.
Yeah, I think this
I will
is the
say
time. This is the time to use it.
Oh no!
This is the time.
This is gonna be bad.
How do we? I know how to do it. It's fine.
Oh please.
Wait, heads is... Wait, which one's good? Heads or tails? Tails?
Heads is good, tails is bad.
No, tails is good. Because heads is 1, tails is 2.
What?
It's called heads or tails, okay? So tails is good.
Yeah, it's heads or tails. Heads is 1, tails is 2.
Well,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So because the ID wallet or the coin is
Yeah, the skull is the head.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
right.
yeah, because there's a pile of coins on one side and a skull on the other.
Yeah, so the skull would be the head.
Yeah, so we're right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fuck it. That works.
Yeah, it makes it. I would call the side with the literal head on it heads. I'm just gonna throw it out there.
Please.
I know I'm crazy. Yes! I fought for it because it's always tails. It's always tails. Every time you flip a coin, it's always tails. Oh, you're so welcome. Listen, Mr. DM. You hear me, God? We flipped tails. We did it. All right, so Mr. DM, I believe we had an agreement.
Okay. So let me just go back.
I just rolled a 12. This woman thinks I am like the most prestigious doctor in the world.
So you present this ID and you give her this, and she says, "Oh, Mr. McCoy, I'm sorry, I didn't realize that this was an emergency. Yeah, we can get him back right away. We have an opening."
Great.
And she says, "Please follow me, and we'll get you situated." She says, "What's the nature of your visit today?"
I have penis problems.
Okay.
So there was this old Russian lady, and there was this.
She broke my
it's a
penis
mess.
and
Listen,
then
listen.
magically,
I'm gonna level with you.
magically
I'm
they
gonna.
grew it black and
Ray,
then-
let me talk.
then
Ray,
my-
let me
then-
talk. All right, there was this. So, all right, it's a fucking mess down there. All right, you don't. Personally, you don't want to see it. I don't even think the doctor is gonna want to see it. The surgeon's really not. No one's gonna want to see this. It's a mess. We need this. We need this fixed, and we need this fixed now.
She
Yeah.
says, "Okay, I will let you know that there is going to be a fee for that kind of service,
Of course.
but we do have a 100% guarantee on our satisfaction. If you're not satisfied, come back and we'll take the cybernetic out and we'll replace your organic orifice item."
Beautiful. Yeah, no, I got you. We're on the same page.
Do we get to keep the penis?
Says, well,
Yeah.
if you do, it's probably gonna, become necrotic and it's.
Well, if you like put it in a
probably
jar of stuff, like preserving stuff,
give me a manipulate someone.
Okay.
roll.
Is Ray charming? Does Ray have charm? Is that a thing?
No, Ray threatens.
Right. Right. That's what it is. Gotcha.
Please.
I smell a 1.
Oh,
I smelled
Oh
two
my
ones. I smelled. That's what it was. I smelled a 1. It was because it was 11. That makes sense.
that's a big number with my tough. That's
That's
a
a large.
Yeah, that's a.
You're
14.
you're being a little too aggressive, even. I would say.
I grab
Coming out a
her
little
throat.
too
Can
strong.
this
I
penis
want
be
my
put into a
penis.
jar?
She actively pisses herself. No. She says, well, it's not something we normally provide, but if you want it back, I guess.
Yeah, I would love it back.
Okay, sure. The doctor shall be with you in just a minute, Mr. Ray, yes?
Yes, Ray Colefield.
Okay, yeah, the doctor will be right with you.
I swear, if it's Wesley working on my penis, I'll be
Yeah, Wesley usually comes back in doctor's throat.
That's where Wesley's gone whenever he's gone at random points. It's because he's actually
He's
working as a surgeon.
Yeah.
He's secretly a penis doctor.
Yeah, you got me.
No, I will say this is a new person coming in, the doctor. Therefore, the ID wallet will have to work again if you're going to try to keep up the charade.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh
no.
shit! I can only
So
use my
manipulation.
calling one day.
Manipulation. I'll choke him. Okay.
Miss Faye Maddox,
Present.
we have summoned you today to provide a detailed account of your involvement in the disappearance of Oliver Ewing and the murder of Broadhollow official Floyd Ewing and PK General Anthony Glover. It is imperative that you answer all questions truthfully and comprehensively, as any attempt to disrupt the proceedings of this court will be met with appropriate action. With respect to the report submitted by Captain Buckner, Is it correct that Oliver Ewing was under your care during the time in question?
Yes, he was.
So yeah, you sit in the waiting room for a little while and you hear some murmuring outside your door. And eventually the door opens up and a guy walks in and he says, hello there. I'm Dr. Flowers. I'll be your doctor today. What seems to be the problem?
I already know what this man looks like. Like, I have a full picture in my head of what this guy looks like. He's got a bald spot on his head. He's got a curly array of hair going around the back of his head. He's got really large square glasses and a huge bulbous nose.
Yep. Yep. He's kind of
He's
short
got
too.
freckles.
He's not very
He's really
tall.
pale.
He's got them like big like sausage fingers, but you know that he's
Oh yeah,
very
you
good
do
with them.
not want those fingers going up your ass. In any universe. Okay, alright. I'm like, yeah, hey, doctor. Wait, what did he say? What seems to be the problem? Ray, you go ahead. You explain the problem.
Yeah, I have extreme penis problems. My penis is not doing very good.
It's
and
been
I think-
destroyed
Yeah,
by an older Russian babushka.
and
This
magic
is-
and
He
Yeah.
says, I see. Let me just take a look-see here. Drop your pants for me.
He dropped
I
his
actually-
pants because he didn't realize he was speaking to Ray.
yeah.
we both just dropped our pants.
He looks at you. He says, I was talking about this one, but
Oh, all right. My
Nice
bad. My
cock.
bad. I pulled the pants back up.
he says, hey, you're pretty hung there, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. I get that a lot.
And he turns and he looks at you, and he goes, "Oh, fucking Jesus! What the hell happened to you?"
A lot happened.
And he says, "Listen, I've been a doctor for a long time, and not once have I ever seen a penis that swollen.
Yeah, I got some issues.
It looks like that it was shrunk multiple times and then grown again. I don't know how that works.
That's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened to it. I don't know how you guessed that, but like,
Okay, so here's the procedure. Here's what's gonna happen. Okay, we're gonna electrically stimulate you.
okay.
We're gonna put you over this table right here, and with one nice chop and some drugs, it'll be gone, and you'll feel nothing.
Okay.
And then you go home.
Before we do that, we gotta get you shut up. What kind do you want? You want long? You want skinny? You want girthy? You want?
Can I have something that extends very, very long? girthy?
You want the extendo deck? Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
I see. Well, that's gonna run you a pretty penny. I hope you got the money to pay more.
I got the money.
He says, a procedure like that's probably gonna cost you around anywhere between 30,000 and 100,000 credits. No, I'm just kidding. It's gonna be like 10, 12,000.
Okay.
This is just
You guys, I got insurance.
insurance. What is that?
I pay a bit, and then yeah.
You mean like
Right.
quality?
I think that was just some random homeless dude asking you for money.
You sure? He was
I'm
really
pretty
nice.
sure, yeah.
Like-
he didn't
like,
have
he
shoes
was-
on. Like, he literally had no shoes.
But that doesn't mean he was homeless, though. He could have been like.
He literally smelled like something
Jesus.
died, and then it took a shit, and then that shit
fellow barefooter.
died.
Look at this. And he pulls up his leg, and he's got no shoes on either.
Oh wait, so you know what insurance is, yeah?
He says, "I've never heard of this insurance, but I sure know a good person when I see one. Whenever people don't like wearing shoes, that's a good person right there."
I trust this man. I trust.
I
this
think that you're in good hands, Ray. I think you're in good hands.
man. Yeah.
My initial inquiry pertains to the necessity of conducting a search operation before you were located and brought to PK headquarters. Could you please elaborate the circumstances surrounding this?
I have a job like any one of you do. I was working. I travel.
Where were you on the night of the murders?
Murders, plural?
Yes, that's right. Floyd Ewing and Anthony Glover.
Well, the night that I'm supposing you're asking about was the night of the PK banquet, right?
That is correct.
The night of the PK banquet, we took care of a bandit problem because I was terrified that they were going to try to hurt people in town.
And you were there all night.
We did stop by the mayor's house for a short while so that we could thank him for the banquet, but he seemed to be busy talking to two people.
He says,
Oliver at the time was feeling real sick, so he had to go check up on him, and I was left alone with the two people. I don't know what happened past that, but I had this very strong feeling that things weren't going to go right.
and I'm going to say that you remember the two people being, because they did say their names. It was Marjorie Benson, one of the people sitting in front of you, and also the mayor of Mountainridge, and Anthony Glover, the PK general, former.
Well, Marjorie was there. She talked to me. She knows I was in the office. And the last I saw the other gentleman, he was alive, breathing, and he walked out the door with Miss Marjorie.
All right, let me run the numbers here. And he starts. He pulls out this nice machine that he can use to calculate numbers. He says, "I believe they call this little piece of old technology here. Got it from the museum down the road. I believe they call it a calculator. It's pretty cool piece of technology."
What's it do?
He says, "I can type in the numbers, and then they can multiply, divide, add, subtract, all without me having to do nothing except push some buttons. My brain doesn't have to work. I can."
What's multiply?
He says, "Oh, it's sorry, I forgot. Most people don't have a doctorate in penile surgery like me."
Yeah, sorry.
And so he just starts. Okay, all of that is going to come out to 12,542 credits.
Okay. Is there any way I can... How big is this going to be able to extend?
Well, with that kind of credits, as long as you want, within, the confines of my expertise.
How girthy would you say this is? Give me a size.
And he reaches over and he grabs a bottle of rubbing alcohol or isopropyl alcohol. I think it'd be about like this.
Would you say that if I were to extend this fully, would it be able to hold my weight? Like if I were just leaning forward and extend it,
He wants to know if he can do cock push-ups.
Or, like a tripod,
I don't know if anybody's ever tried to use the hydraulics like that before, but that'd be an interesting.
Hydraulics!
He says, "Listen, I'll tell you what. If you want to experiment with those kind of hydraulics, you can come back here, give me the results, tell me exactly what happened, and I'll replace it free of charge if it breaks for you.
Is
Just
there
a little special deal between you and me."
Is there any type of extra attachments could I attach to it?
What kind of attachments were you thinking, my friend?
Yeah, you got like maybe a laser
Holder,
attachment,
perhaps?
a cup holder, like a warming thing,
An ashtray? A Swiss Army knife?
Yeah, I could use some of that.
Well, it's going to have synthetic skin that has natural warming properties because nobody wants a cold rod inside of them. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, speak for yourself. I mean, what?
Yeah.
I've never experimented with any type of attachments before. It's just interesting hypothesis, interesting thesis. And also, all of a sudden he slides away on his little rolling chair, and he pulls his hand up to his hollow, or whatever the fuck, his phone, whatever the fuck we're gonna call it. I still need to think of a goddamn name. He says, "Hey, Tom. Yeah, I think I finally got a big breakthrough for my thesis. I'll let you know. Yeah, okay, bye." And he lies back over and he goes, "Sorry about that. Family emergency." So, any type of attachments in mind? Any specific ones?
Can you make it shoot bullets?
Laser attachments, maybe I don't know, help with aiming.
No, that's what the hydraulics do. When you use yourself as a tripod and then you aim your gun.
But a laser could help too.
There could be an interesting experiment with that. If I put a laser inside of your urethra, whenever you pee, will it bend the light?
Oh, that's
This man's a genius. Ray, I think you should work very closely with this man. He could be your future.
Just become a fucking cyborg.
I can see it now in the medical industry. Flower and Coalfield.
I can see it. I can see it. 100% see it. I will donate to your startup.
Subsequent to the departure of Justice Benson, were the victims subject to any form of harm or immediate danger?
I felt that Mr. Ewing and his son may be in danger, not because of me or any of my colleagues. I felt that he was in danger, so I did talk to Mr. Ewing about taking his son with us for safety.
I'll drop a little bit on the laser charges and we'll make it 12,500 even. How does that sound?
Saved all 42 credits, Ray.
Could we somehow make it exchangeable attachments? As in, like, I don't know, extendo knife blade, you know?
A knife penis. Interesting. And he just slides back over again and goes, Tom, I have another idea. Yeah, I'll get in touch with you later. Bye. That could be a very, very interesting experiment. You can see at this point he's getting, like, visibly excited.
Oh, I can, you seem to have, Doctor, your genius is showing.
Thank you. It grows with my ideas. It's really interesting. I linked it to my neurological cords in my brain. Whenever my mind starts racing and I start thinking about ideas, up it comes. It's like a light. It's like a light bulb going off. It's pretty cool.
That makes me think. You know, can you make it glow?
Oh, why didn't I think of that?
We're gonna be here for 10 hours just figuring out the fucking attachments for this penis. You should have went somewhere else, Wesley. I'm sorry.
No, man, I'm here for this. This is all I needed to know.
Oh my
This is
god.
the adventure.
Everyone's just staring at my penis. Is like,
This is the campaign now. This is the plot.
I could see
Just
it like you're just laying
penis
down on the
experiments.
table.
We need to bring this doctor with us. He needs to be like the newest addition to the caravan.
ooh, oh, I should have
He
spent
needs
my
to follow
pants
Ray
on-
around for studying purposes.
Yeah, manipulate. We could manipulate him after this. You know, if it works out.
What do you manipulate? I feel like this dude's already got like 1 foot out the door with us.
Basically, yeah, like that. But like
Like really hit it off.
Ray's naturally circumcised, so it's like.
Well, you know, I'm pretty sure you could fix that if you wanted him to.
Oh yeah, it's a fucking cybernetic.
Upon your departure, did you leave the victims in any state of harm or immediate danger?
No, sir, I did not. If anything, Oliver was safer with us.
Who was present during your time at the Broadhollow Capitol building?
Ewing, Marjorie, and Glover was there, along with Oliver, who was upstairs. As I mentioned, he said that he was feeling sick, so Ewing had to go check on him.
Was there anyone else present?
Not that I'm aware.
He says, okay, let's see. How about this? We'll go ahead and we'll go through with the laser.
Okay.
For a while, if everything works out according to plan and my research goes well, I mean, your cybernetic goes well, then you can come back to me. You can deliver the results, and I will be in the meantime working on that light attachment to see what we can do about that. Every time you come back, you can give me another idea. I can start working on it.
All right.
Says we got ourselves a deal.
Yeah.
All right. And he pokes his head out of the room, and he grabs this massive stack of papers, and he says, "Sign these, please." This is just ensuring that if you have any type of accidental death, infection, or illness, I am not liable. Just a
Wesley, we have an issue. Ray doesn't know how to write. He never learned how to fucking write.
Well, technically, anything you write is your signature.
I put a squiggly line.
You could literally draw a smiley face, and it would legally be your signature.
I draw a picture of a penis.
What was the rationale behind having Oliver Ewing in your custody at the time of PK interception?
I asked Mr. Ewing if he would like us to protect his son because I felt things were going wrong. I had planned on bringing him back whenever we did our rounds because we have to go back to Broadhollow in our rounds. So I was going to take him out for a round, show him around a bit, make sure that he was safe, and bring him back.
I'm gonna call on Urshan to be a witness to make sure that we sign these things correctly. And she walks in and she goes, "Oh my God, what the fuck happened to his penis?" And he turns around and he says, "The future, Emily. The future."
This is fucking awesome.
So with that,
I don't think we can. I don't think we can do this episode, man.
No, it's fine. There's an 18+ warning at the beginning of the episode.
yeah,
But this
we're
is
good.
so much cock talk, okay?
Yeah,
It
18+.
could be a podcast.
What do you
It could be a
mean?
podcast.
People-
Cock talk.
Okay, so you finish filing the paperwork. He tells you he's going to get everything ready to come back in the morning, and they'll get started on your surgery. Wesley, did you want to do anything else, or
Everything's going perfectly according to plan.
Can we go to the weaponsmith?
The gunsmith?
The gunsmith?
Wait,
Yeah.
so we gotta wait for what now? What's happening?
Tomorrow?
I thought we were getting his penis.
But we have to wait for tomorrow, don't we?
Oh,
Do we have more
tomorrow?
things we can do?
Yeah, it's going to be tomorrow. So you
Okay,
guys-
well, we're going to the Hologizmos then. We're going to the Hologizmos.
You're going to go to the Hall of Gizmos, okay? And Ray, you want to go to the
Gunsmith.
gunsmith. Okay. Do you guys want to go together, or?
Sure.
I mean, sure, okay, fine, yeah.
Alright, so which one are we going to first? We're going to the Iron
Go to the
or we're going to the
Hologizmos.
Hall of Gizmos, okay.
Hologizmos.
Finally, can you clarify, can you confirm or deny any responsibility for the deaths of the victims?
I'm going to deny it because I haven't done anything.
So yeah, you guys walk into the Hall of Gizmos, and there's a woman standing behind the counter, and she goes, "Ah, welcome to the Hall of Gizmos. Treasures from the technological age of ancients past, whatever the fuck. It's old shit. How you doing?"
I'm doing great. And I pull out the Shrek VHS tape, and I say, I need something that can play this.
And she says, "Oh my goodness. Is that Shriek?
Is that what?
Shriek. The big green man, onion man, Shriek."
Yeah, well, there's only one E. It's Shrek.
She goes, "Ah, I see. I don't have my glasses today. I might be able to help with that." And she says,
Okay.
Follow me. And she starts walking towards the back. And she starts sorting through old electronics that are just covered in dust. She first pulls out a CD player. She says, "Nope. Fuck. Too narrow." She pulls out an 8-track tape player. She goes, "Nope, too small." And then she pulls out an old dusty VHS player. And she goes, "May I?" And she reaches her hand out for the tape.
Wesley gets a little he steps back a little bit. He's a little touchy with his VHS tape.
And she holds it out in front of you, and she says, "I just want to make sure it's a fit."
I'll put it in. Don't worry. I'm pretty good at putting things in holes.
She goes, "Oh, I see. Well, look at
winks at
that." She goes, "It's a perfect fit. How about that?"
I get that a lot.
And as she's like looking through, she goes, "Well, I don't see any cables. This is a problem. If you can do investigate a mystery and get a 12 or above, I will give it to you. But if not, the mystery continues."
Okay. Investigate. All right. Yeah, number of dice 12. Modifier 1. Let's see the mutt fuck.
Oh. And she starts like ferociously searching through this box trying to find it. She says, "Fuck, shit, fuck, goddamn it, fuck, bitch." She's like, "I can't find it anywhere. I can't find the cable. And she seems like she seems fucking upset. She's like, why does nothing ever have the cable? She says, I have all these cables, and you know what they go to? Nothing! Why did humans of the past have to make such unnecessary cables? Why did everything have to have a different cable? Why can't you just have one cable? I don't understand. Not me personally ranting about the different types of cable for fucking everything.
Definitely not a self-insert.
Are you trying to take the VHS player with you?
Listen, this is one more piece of the puzzle, alright? I'm taking it with me.
Okay.
Yeah, I got
She
pretty good
goes,
manipulation, you know. I don't know.
Was that English? Were those words?
Yeah.
I think I caught like a word or two, something about yeah.
Yeah, I got pretty high manipulation. I could, I don't know. Do something.
I got, I have a literal ability that manipulates people.
True.
Oh, well, I guess I'll just put this back in the storage. If you can find a cable for it, then I'll be happy to let you use it, but,
Oh, hold on. Alright, how old is this lady?
She's about, let's say, like, pretty up there, like 70.
Okay, perfect.
Perfect.
But she's like one of those, like, fit grannies.
Okay. Alright, I can get it. Alright. So, Wesley doesn't need mental dominion. Wesley doesn't need the ID wallet. Wesley is the coolest cat. Alright, he's out here. He could pull a woman. Alright, so I feel like this would be, well, I could see how you could see this as this being potentially manipulating someone.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm trying to act under pressure because this cute girl. I got a lot of pressure on my shoulders right now.
Well, I think to fuck anyone, that'd be, having to manipulate them at least a little bit.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
So you're gonna try to fuck the gilf.
Well, all right. Listen, it's for Shrek. It's for Shrek, right? So I propose to her. Maybe I take us out to dinner at the. Hold on, let me open up the smoking oven.
Mm.
Wait, yeah,
that's right.
yeah, we go out to dinner at the smoking oven, and we talk about me potentially going home with that VHS player.
So you're gonna try to ask her out on a date, essentially.
Yeah, that's step one of the plan.
Okay. Roll to manipulate.
Really woo her. All right. Fuck. Oh shit.
She says, listen, I appreciate the offer, but I'm a little bit too old for you youngins, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh god. Okay. All right. This is not. Wesley does not have much luck when women are involved.
Yeah.
I think anytime a woman is involved and Wesley rolls, it's literally like a 1 to a 3.
But the Russian-esque bartender getting 12s all around.
Oh yeah, 100%.
When it involves drugs,
When it involves drugs or alcohol, it's 12 every time. When it involves a female, it's 1s.
Could I do anything?
I mean, if you want to try to manipulate her somehow.
Yeah, I'm going to go up to her. How about you let us borrow it? We'll bring it back, but we need this for now.
Science.
For science.
Yeah, go ahead and roll manipulate.
Yeah, you're gonna fucking threaten this old lady. You are such an asshole.
She goes, for science, you say?
Yeah. We'll tell you the results after we're done with it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, sure. You can have it. Yeah, go
Thank you.
ahead.
Thank you.
And even though you weren't saying that very threateningly, there's just something about your demeanor that just demands that kind of
Just like a 6'4" ripped dude with a fucking cannon strapped to his cybernetic leg in front of this tiny little fucking 5'4" frail old lady.
Yeah.
Maybe he's just a little.
But we're in Opulence. We're like in the safest town, I would say. So he's no.
So seeing some fucking rugged caravaner, I'd be pretty scared if I was her. To be honest.
So we get that, yeah.
You have acquired the VHS player, but still no cord.
We've done it.
And that's my gift for helping me get my cybernetic
penis.
Yeah.
Right, we both got the things we wanted more than anything else.
Exactly. Mine's just a little bit more obscure.
Now, kindly, please provide us a detailed recollection of the events that transpired on that night.
After the banquet, we went to a few shops. The rest of my caravan members went back to the caravan. I went to go thank Mr. Ewing for the banquet because it was very nice. And whenever I walked in, Marjorie and Anthony were there, and they were talking to Mr. Ewing about something. I don't know. I couldn't really hear. And I knocked on the door and tried to thank him. And at that time, Oliver said that he was feeling sick and Mr. Ewing had to go take care of him. After that, I stopped and talked to Marjorie and Anthony for a little bit so I could get a little bit of a broader scope on what was talked about at the banquet. And after that, they left, and I left right after them. All I needed to do was get my stuff together. In the morning, I asked Mr. Ewing if I could take Oliver with us because I felt that he wasn't safe. I also felt like this would be a good opportunity for Oliver to get out and broaden his horizons. Mr. Ewing accepted, and we took Oliver with us, and we left early that morning. Mr. Ewing was in one piece whenever I left him.
Okay, that is all. Captain Buckner will now escort you back. And, Miss Maddox, next time, please don't make us go searching for you.
Well, I wasn't really told about you guys needing me until you guys walked up in front of me, and I was apparently needed to tell my story about 2 apparent murders.
Very well. And then Captain Buckner walks up to you and he says, please, come with me. And he leads you out of the building back towards your horse. So after that, we are headed to the gun store. You walk in to a pretty gruff man standing there, and he says, welcome to the Ironclad. How can I help you?
Hi, do you have any special type of ammo by chance?
Better not ammo, you say?
Yes.
Yes?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure yes is the correct answer to that.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I think he said they have it in the back.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I don't know.
He starts walking towards the back room, and he says, "You just hear him in the back, just." And he walks back up front, and he says,
One I didn't get. I'm gonna be real. I didn't get that one.
Is there something in your throat, sir? Is there?
You're not even trying anymore at this point.
And he says,
Yeah.
sorry about that, fellas.
There it is. Wait a minute.
It's been a pretty rough morning. I've been a little sick. How can I help you? You need some special ammo?
Yeah.
From what I've seen, I don't think we have anything like that in the back.
All right. Could you? I show him all. I just basically lay out all my guns on the surface and tell him, is there any way you could modify any of these? I'm looking for something that would pack a punch.
Pack a punch, you say? You know I love punches that need packing. That's me. Old Wiley.
Wily Coyote! That's me!
Old Wiley Skinner. That's me. He says, Well, I'm gonna give you a thing or two. That revolver you got there looks pretty shit.
It is. I never use it.
That looks like pretty shit, but it looks pretty, and I could probably make some money off of it. So how about you say, for that revolver and about 200 creds, I'll trade you this 9mm.
Not interested.
Okay, I have it your way. If there's anything else I can help you with,
Ooh.
what kind of upgrades or anything were you thinking?
I just want either making something silent or more damage, or somehow more accurate.
I mean, if you want, I can put a silencer on that 22, which wouldn't.
No. No,
Because
I would never use it.
I mean, I would say if you did, it would make it, instead of quiet like your suppressed sniper, because it's a 22, it would make it silent. So like video game style.
Oh, okay. Ooh, actually. Hey, Wesley, would you like a silent revolver?
I have a question real quick. Why is my revolver magic?
Because you wanted a magic gun.
Yeah.
When?
At the very beginning of the campaign over a year ago.
And how?
I think
What about it makes it magic?
it was either we could have taken another weapon or made something magic.
Yeah.
Yeah. What makes it magic?
I'd say probably like it's got like magically imbued wooden handle. A little bit of magic in the wood.
Uh-huh. And what does that do for me exactly?
If there's a monster that's weak to magic, that bullet's gonna fucking hurt it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, we could throw a silencer on my revolver.
I'll pay for it and just give him the 22 revolver,
Okay.
if possible.
Oh yeah, we're doing a trade. You're just gonna get rid of your revolver because you don't fucking want it.
No, I don't. It's garbage. I don't use it.
Yeah.
Wesley, you got yourself a nice new suppressed revolver.
Very nice. Very nice.
Did you want to pick up another gun, Ray? Or
What do they have?
they got like Opulence is the gun manufacturer, so pretty much everything you want, you can find.
Everything?
Okay, not everything. Most things.
Do you have an M249 perchance?
No, because I know exactly what he's talking about, and it's the fucking grenade launcher.
Oh my
No,
god.
I want
What? Hold on.
a jackhammer.
A jackhammer?
Jackhammer is a fully automatic shotgun.
Yeah, it's an auto shotty.
An auto shotgun. Interesting. Let me stock the inventory real quick. Take a look, see what we got. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I will give it to you for something like that. Probably run around like 2,000 credits, I'd say.
That's fine.
Be a pretty big purchase.
I'll pay more. I'll pay 4,000.
I'll leave you with a
Actually, I
little
only
bit
have
of money.
2,000.
Yeah. Well, I just changed it.
Oh, yeah,
before
you
too.
just- Yeah.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make an entirely new shotgun
Oh.
because there's nothing like that.
Yeah, there's nothing like that.
I think it's going to be 3-arm, automatic, messy, close. Because I'm gonna say that this is an experimental weapon, so it's unreliable. And I think that's some pretty good tags for it.
Yeah, that's fair. Could you by chance give it area?
I mean, yeah, it's a automatic, so that makes sense.
Because my assault rifle has area.
Got your new auto shotgun, making Ray even more overpowered than he already is.
Yeah, that's fair.
Hey, it's fun. Makes it fun. So,
And could I sell my sawed-off shotgun?
sell your sure. Sell it for 900.
Can I manipulate to get a higher price?
Says, oh man, a shotgun like that has been used at least a few times. Give you 900, but yeah, you can manipulate.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit more. This thing is very prized. I found it very long ago. It is a vintage sawed-off shotgun.
5 plus 3, that's an 8. He says, Okay, how about this? He says, I'll give it to you for 1,100. Couple of hundred extra credits, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you, next time you're in town, come back and give me a report on that shotgun, see how good it is.
That's a good deal. I shake on it.
Okay. That was his stipulation. You have to come back and report.
That's good. That's a good deal.
Everyone in Opulence is all kind of about, knowledge is kind of their thing.
Yeah.
Okay. How's everyone feeling about the events that have transpired today?
I am fucking happy.
Honestly, I don't even think you need to edit this. This is pretty. I think we nailed it. One take.
Pretty high octane gameplay. Okay.
Either this is the episode that makes people love us, or the episode that scares everyone away.
Yeah.
This
I
is
hope
really
not the latter.
Yeah.
Because this is us in our pure form, basically.
This is the purest form.
If this scares people away, we don't want those people.
That's,
Yeah.
that's fair.
Because this is our purest forms.
Pure chaos.
Basically, yeah. All of our characters are
Why
basically
have-
chaotic.
So I had to keep a running commentary in the background.
Miss Maddox, you are free to go. Here are your weapons. And Mr. North, here are yours.
I want to tap him on the shoulder, and I want to ask him who Zacharias Wallen is and where he's at.
I cannot give the location of a PK official, but I will
Can't
say
you?
that General
Good to
Wallen,
me.
he
An old
says,
buddy of his.
if you are looking for information on General Wallen, I am not the person. But if you want, you can give me a manipulate someone check.
I want to manipulate him. Like, I wanted to just start squeezing my robot hand on his shoulder, like, help me.
Okay. Oh yeah, give me a manipulate.
So, +2 charm.
Yeah,
7.
5 plus 2, 7. Yep. If you wish, I can give. I will pass a message to General Wallen to tell him to contact you.
Please do so, and tell him to make it quick. I let go of him.
Take this as well. And he hands you, Faye, a PK communicator. One way. The next time we need to reach you, we will get in touch with you. Until this investigation is closed, you will keep this PK communicator on you at all times. Is that understood?
I will try my hardest.
Any attempts to evade our call will result in an immediate arrest. You're riding, or you're walking back towards the Capitol building whenever you see Dan and Millie roll up on the wagon. And he says, "Hey y'all, Charles, you all right? You look like you just got hit by a 10-pound sack of feed."
Not like a 20-pound sack, but I'll tell you about it later. And I kind of look at Faye, like indicating I want to tell her at some point.
All right, Faye, you notice this look?
I'd say yeah.
All right, well, I got enough food to last us until we get to Opulence. And he pulls out a little bag, and he says, "I also picked this up from Millie." And he opens up the bag and pulls it out, and it's like a brand new outfit from her rags that she was wearing.
Cute.
Millie says, "Yeah, I really like it. It's a very nice outfit." And yeah,
Can I tell if she's lying?
I'm gonna say she's not lying, but you can tell that she's happy for it because of the fact that it's a brand new outfit. But it's not exactly something that she would normally wear.
I'm gonna take this bitch shopping.
All right, y'all ready to get the hell out of here?
I want to stop by the store first.
I want to stop by a bar.
Are y'all sure about that? I mean, we can, but we
It's
can also
getting
just
late anyway.
stop at Opulence. You know what I mean?
I'd like to
Let's
stop
let the
by the
kids-
store before we go.
Let's let the kids rest a little longer before we head out.
You said you're going to go to the clothing store, right?
I'm gonna go to the clothing store with Ambrosia and Millie.
Okay, so this is going to bring us to nighttime. So, you guys head to the Caravan cabin for the night, and you notice that the cabin is a lot different than the ones down south. Instead of a rundown shack on the outskirts of town, it's a relatively nice building. And it's not quite on the outskirts, but not, in the center of town. It's in the middle of the commercial district, and it's big enough for everyone to have their own room. Ernest walks in pretty late as everyone's getting ready for bed, and he says, "Okay, everyone, we're going to hang out here for the next couple of days. Head out the day after tomorrow. So you can hit the town again tomorrow if you want, and then we'll head out. after, afternoon. So y'all can get a little bit of rest if you need to. And so everybody, gets ready to go to sleep. Okay, so yeah, you guys, are you guys going together, or are you going separately?
Well, I was assuming I was going to go to the boutique with the kids.
I'm going to a bar. Charles needs a drink.
Okay. So yeah, Faye, you go into the Busy Plum Boutique, one of the only clothing stores in Mountainridge, and you walk in, and somebody says, "Hello, welcome to the Busy Plum Boutique. How can I help you today?"
Yes, I'd like to clothe my children.
You didn't have to word it like that, but sure, no problem. Any specific style you're looking for?
I'm going to push the kids forward and say they can pick out whatever they want in a manageable price range.
Millie, already feeling bad about Dan spending money on her, picks out an outfit that's like 100 credits. And Ambrosia, who's a little bit more not understanding about the currency of this world, she picks one that's like 250.
Okay. Do you girls like the clothes you're picking out?
I'm going to say that Ambrosia does like the outfit. Millie likes the outfit, but there is an outfit that she likes more, but it's way more expensive.
I would like to pick out the outfit that she likes more.
Well, I'm going to say that outfit is going to be worth 375 credits.
Okay, that's fine.
Is that all you wanted to do, is get them a nice outfit?
Yeah, I wanted to get them outfits that they were comfortable in that they liked.
Well, yeah, they, especially Millie, thanks you profusely.
Oh,
Not
you
gonna
don't
act
have
out
to
too-
thank me, sweetie.
Yeah, I'm not going to act out two little girls at the same time being excited over clothes, but...
Oh, come
You
on.
made me act out a dog, so you have to act out these children.
You made me sing.
You made her sing, and you made me act out a dog. You have to act out these children.
Fine. Ambrosia's like, this is so cute. My mom's gonna love this. And Millie goes, this is a little bit too much money, but thank you.
Sweetheart, you don't have to thank me. This is my job. I told you I would take care of you. I'm taking on the mother role. This is my job. You don't have to thank me for any of it.
And she just kind of slightly nods and smiles and starts talking to Ambrosia about their new outfits. And Ray, you tuck into bed, having a room to yourself for the first time in years.
Fucking awesome.
You're, sleeping nice and well because of the deal that you made that's going to go through tomorrow. And an unsettling quiet washes over you, and you close your eyes and drift off to sleep. And then you hear a voice. Ray. You feel something touch your shoulder. She says, Ray, it's time to wake up.
I jump out of shock and basically I'm prepared for whatever's about to happen.
You jump up and open your eyes, and there's no one standing next to you. But there is a woman sitting across the room in a chair that wasn't there whenever you fell asleep. And she's a beautiful woman with long blonde hair and piercing blue eyes. And she's wearing this gorgeous white dress. And she says, hello, Ray. No need to be afraid. You've been working hard these last few decades to find out what happened, haven't you?
Who are you? How did you... what?
I see it. Your pain? I feel it. You want the truth, don't you?
Yeah. Yes, I do.
I can tell you everything, but first, I have one question.
What?
Are you ready to find your destiny, Ray Cofield?
I don't know.
All shall be revealed soon. And as a testament to your commitment, I have but one request. A deal of sorts.
What do you need?
Tell no one about this conversation. Not even your friends. And I will explain everything. This will be our little secret.
Okay.
That's my little warrior. Good night, Ray. And without a second thought, you fall backwards and fall asleep. And we're gonna cut to Charles.
I mean, it's pretty simple. Charles finds the nearest bar and he is drinking a lot.
Okay. You walk into the Sweet and Sour Sea Dog.
Sweet and sour sea dog.
Yeah.
Can I ask the bartender for some sweet and sour sauce with that? Actually, make it extra sour.
And you can tell that, like, the person behind the bar, they have feminine features, but a very masculine attitude towards them. Like, you want that sweet and sour, huh?
Nah, just make it the sour.
One of those days, huh? I gotcha.
You know it.
They look at you and they say, you look like you could use a whole bottle today.
Yeah, just go ahead and leave the bottle. I'll pay for it now.
Yeah, I served. I give you a good deal. How about I give you the whole bottle for $2.25. How's that sound?
That'll do. I just take the bottle now and I pour some into my flask and then start drinking the rest.
It's got you down.
Well, I may have just found out that I was in an evil organization that wanted to hunt and kill people, and may have accidentally gotten some people killed. The usual.
So you are PK.
That's what it looks like, apparently, though I had no idea.
Says, well, I can't say I'm a big fan of him myself, but you know, that stays between us. And they give you a little wink.
Just raise the bottle to him.
They say, I'm not trying to get on trial for dissing them or anything, but glad you got out. Because, you know.
Yeah, I just need to find out how I got out.
The bottle will do that to you.
As much as I want to blame the bottle, I don't think that's what happened.
Yeah, you guys spend a little while chatting. Get in a rapport with each other. You find out that their name is Harley Fry. Dan, looking increasingly more paranoid, says, all right, you guys ready to go?
Yeah, hop in the wagon, big boy.
With the kids happy, I am ready to go.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and hop in the back, if that's all right. I
Yeah.
then showed my face too much for one day. And he jumps into the back of the wagon with the kids. And you guys are about to start out for your ride whenever Faye, your, not your PK communicator, but your regular communicator, starts buzzing.
Let's answer.
Okay, yeah, you answer, and you hear Ernest say, hey, Faye, everything all right? I told you to call, and you never did.
We just got out and we're about to head out now.
All right, awesome. Well, y'all get the hell out of there as fast as you can. We're going to head out day after tomorrow morning, so that way we can meet y'all kind of a little bit halfway.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, yeah, we'll see y'all. Then we can make our way back to Pearl. And with that, he hangs up, and you guys get on the trail. And you wake up bright and early the next day, ready to head out. And as you awake, Ray, you find that the woman in the chair is gone, with no trace that anyone had been there, except for a piece of paper on the nightstand.
I pick it up and read it.
Okay, yeah, you open it up and you read the 3 words scribbled onto it. And it says, remember our deal.
I eat the paper.
As you go to stick the paper in your mouth, it lights ablaze, turns to ash, and then flies up towards the ceiling and disappears.
Okay.
And now, gonna figure out what are you guys gonna be doing for the next day. We're not gonna role play it out. Ray, you're gonna be getting your surgery and going into a bit of recovery. Wesley, what about you?
Well, Ray's just like busy, dude. He's getting his surgery.
Yeah, I give him my sweetery.
Yeah, Julie.
Sweetery. I'll be high off the fucking bean.
Oh, I know what I need to do. I know what Wesley needs to do. Wesley needs to find someone who sells Mirage and fast.
Okay. Speaking of that, I guess now would be a good time.
What?
Wesley.
Yeah, how's it going?
It's been a little bit too long.
Been a few days, yeah, it has. Yeah.
As you're going to look for somebody to look for some Mirage, you start to feel the need to snort some flashbang.
Oh.
And now I'm giving you the choice to either take some flashbang now, go to the doctor to try to get some rehabilitation for the day, or you can roll for withdrawal.
Can rehab cure me?
Yeah, rehab can cure you. They can give you some like specialized drugs that help you with your addiction.
Wesley,
It's like
Wesley decides to go to rehab.
okay.
I don't want to be addicted to too many things.
All right, so that's going to lead us to the day after. Did you guys walk out of the room? Ernest is finishing up his morning cup of coffee, and he makes sure everyone is loaded up and ready to go. And after a short amount of riding, you come up to a large building that takes up multiple blocks. Standing out front, you can see Jeb leaning against a wall, smoking. Since it might be a while until I'll see y'all again, I thought I'd be here to personally bid you farewell. And Ernest says, Jeb, you know you didn't have to come all the way out here just to see us. And Jeb grins widely at Ernest, and he says, oh, trust me, Ernest. It's my pleasure. And then you hear a loud clunk, and a large door begins to open. A man walks out, and he looks over to Jeb. He says, these the guys? Yes, they are. Everyone, meet Horace Jensen, Minister of Affairs, overseeing the internal business here in Opulence. He says, howdy, everyone. What do we say we get y'all loaded up? And he yells for some people, and you can see a few wagons begin to be pushed out of the building, filled to the brim with large wooden crates, and the men are clearly struggling. Ernest says, all right, everyone, let's get the horses hitched onto the wagons, and we'll head out towards Mountainridge. Both of you give me a investigate a mystery check real quick. That's a 5 for Ray. We're going to have a lot of experience to mark up this one. That's a 4.
Wow.
Okay. So yeah, Jeb turns towards Ernest and he says, the thought of you being anywhere near that sleazebag Benson has got me fired up. And Ernest says, don't worry, Jeb, you ain't got nothing to worry about. We'll be fine. Just, alright, well, everyone, be safe. If things go wrong, I'm one call away. Everybody says their goodbyes. And as, you know, everybody's taking a little bit of time to climb up on the wagons because it's been a little while because y'all have been on horses. Tilly pipes up. She says, Ernest, I don't mean to rush you, but can we please get the hell out of here? He says, oh yeah, sorry, Tilly. Everyone ready? Let's ride. And you guys ride out of town into the vast but familiar expanse of emptiness. For 2 days, you ride, and besides the absence of a few people, things start to feel like they're returning to normal, heading east into unknown territory until the sun falls behind you. You set up camp as normal, and by Ernest's reckoning, the party should convene sometime tomorrow around sunset. You all tuck in for the night, letting the cool night air and the sound of the silence lull you. And Harvey and Tilly are sitting guard.
Now we're just in the wagon going back.
Yeah.
I want to look over to Faye and tell her there's something I need to tell her. And I, close the little plate behind the wagon so they can't hear me. Alright, Faye, what I'm about to say for now stays between us.
You guys talking up there? What you talking about? I'm bored.
Shut the fuck up, Dan.
Okay.
You remember our encounter with the Free Stags not too recently?
Yes.
One of them recognized me, but I didn't know who he was. I had a similar situation. The guy outside the PK headquarters called me a lieutenant and said he was in my platoon. At some point, I was in the PK. I got some weird flashbacks to when I was young. Now, that weird communicator I had that I didn't know what it is, I know it's a PK communicator. Issue is, I got no idea what's happening, but for now, we keep this from the others until I have answers.
I'm going to, visibly recoil and go, you're a fucking narc?
Apparently, I had no idea. Foreman, I left, I think.
I'm
Got
gonna
kicked
pull
out.
the dented box out of my bag, and I'm gonna put my PK communicator in it,
Okay.
and then offer the box to Charles.
I was just gonna
Okay.
take the box, because let's say he says, I want to figure out if they did anything to bug this or not, and I'll test it against mine.
You are very welcome to.
Puts the box away, and then he says, alright, Remember, between us, I gotta find some answers first. Luckily, heading to Peril, so I might be able to.
Okay, so yeah, you guys ride like you normally do, except there's only the three of you. And you're about 4 days into the trip. Sorry, you're 3 days into the trip, which means that Ernest and the group had just left that morning. So you know that you've got about a day before you meet up with them, roughly by, estimating distances. And you wake up with the sun, the warmth hitting your face, and you're greeted by a strange ruckus. And you hear Ernest say, oh God, what the fuck happened?"
We just we get up, we're looking like we don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
We're like right there.
Yeah, you both spring out of bed and survey your surroundings. You see everyone standing around, and in your drowsiness, it takes you a second to get your thoughts together. And then you see it, a large red oasis in the middle of the wasteland, and Harvey laying right in the middle of it. Ernest cries out, "Wes, Ray, get over here, now!" As you walk over, you can see that his head has been cracked open. And Teddy quickly makes a call and puts in a request for emergency services from Opulence.
Guys, I have a first aid kit, it's fine.
He says, "Here, hand me the first aid kit. We can try to stop the bleeding." Teddy, how far out? Doc says 5 minutes. God, so hurry the fuck up. Harv, come on, son, you're okay. Come on, we've been through so much together. You can't give up on me now, son. Come on, you're okay. A few minutes later, you see a huge metal spheroid-shaped vehicle come over the horizon, hovering above the ground. The same kind that you've seen very few times, and the last time being Dan's accident. It flies overhead and makes a smooth landing, and as they land, a large door flies open and a ramp comes down. Half a dozen people rush over it and put Harvey onto a stretcher. He's lost a lot of blood. We need to get him to we need to evac him to the hospital right now. Ernest says, "Okay, I'll go with." And Teddy stops, and he looks around, and he says, "Hey, has anyone seen Tilly?" And Ernest looks around and begins calling for her. He says, "Fuck, shit, fuck, this isn't good. This isn't good at all." And Ernest starts pacing as they begin to work on Harvey to stabilize him. He says, "Everyone look for her, now. I need to call Faye." And he walks off to make the call while everybody begins the search. And your communicator goes off.
Whose?
Again, yours. I'm assuming you guys are going to start looking for Tilly?
Yeah.
He says, the doctor says, "If you're coming, we need to go, now." And Ernest says, "Fuck, okay. You guys keep looking. Call me with any updates." And as Harvey, Ernest, and the blimp fly off towards Opulence, the only ones left are Ray, Wesley, Teddy, and Spike. You look around for over 3-4 hours, scouring every inch of the waste, searching every destroyed building, every cave, every hole, no matter how small, until he's nowhere to be found.
Well, let's pick it up.
Okay. Or it's Ernest again, and he says, "Faye, we got a problem.
What happened?
Tilly's gone."
She's what?